Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some cities Skylines. So I'm going to start over, right? We had already made a city a couple times actually, and I've been streaming quite a bit this week because this game's a lot of fun. And I have gotten a lot of like time in under my belt, and I want to just start fresh. Kind of like I usually do with like Factorio and stuff, where like I build it one way and then I'm like, well, I want to build it this new way now. And so then I just delete it, start over. But anyway, I was thinking like, okay, I could just kind of like re-up my old city and just like fix it all, but nah, start fresh. We'll play on the most boring map ever, the first one, Green Plains. This is probably the map everyone's playing on. We're not going to call it Springdale, we're going to call it what? Blackjack and Hookers is the name of the city. Because this one's going to be made with Blackjack and Hookers. It's going to be better than every city we've ever made. Hey, there's loading screen tooltips now. This is interesting. Level up buildings. Level up buildings by raising the land value and providing education for your citizens. That's new. They just had a patch today, which is good. So let's talk about like kind of some of the obstacles that I've learned are going to be an issue, and part of the main reason why I wanted to start fresh. There's like a mid-game barrier that you're going to hit in this game where your population exceeds your traffic capacity, and then all of your services start to shut down because they can't get where they need to be. And like one of the most notable things would be if you have, like say, your crematoriums or your garbage collection or whatever, really. Like you have to have the ability to get those services to where they need to be. So the problem is that I was doing like lots of circles and stuff, and circles are really inefficient for services, but also that was mostly in the stream. Like I don't even remember what I did in the YouTube campaign. I've probably paid like 20 hours now on stream versus 3 in the previous YouTube campaign. So hopefully you're not going to be too upset about the previous YouTube campaign being canceled. We're just going to keep this one. We'll start fresh here. You may also notice some different music in the background. We're streaming this live right now as well, and I honestly don't like the music very much in City Skylines, simply because the volume levels are not normalized, and sometimes it's really freaking loud, and other times you can barely hear it. So what we're listening to is, we've got the Crusader Kings 2 songs, we've got Europa Universalis 4, we've got some stuff from Starbound, Endless Legend, Endless Space, all stuff that's available to be used without copyright infringement and issues. So there'll be links to some of that stuff in the description down below if you want to go listen to those soundtracks. So, alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and start. Wow, these trees are kind of a weird color. It's like they've been painted. They've been painted by the dashed line. Interesting. Anyway, so the very first thing we're going to do is we're just going to build, like, something to get us started. You always got to build one road just to allow you to unlock all the other roads. And what I used to do is I would do, like, one-way streets, thinking, hey, one-way, you know, the highway's one way, I got to continue the one-way thing. But what we're going to do is we're just going to start the city off very simple, connect the streets with a two-way street. And then what I want to do is, like, right out in the middle is where we're going to put our city. And we're going to start fresh with this layout. So, hopefully we have enough money for this. We shall see. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think it is. I don't remember. We'll see when we get there. And then we're going to go over by 1. Straight back over. And what we're trying to avoid are traffic light intersections. We do not want traffic lights. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's still not long enough. I think it needs to be 5. Yes. It needs to be 5 of these squares deep. So let's add one more. Actually, those can stay there. That's totally fine. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna even try not even using one-way streets at first. So the thing is that notice how even if we have a four-way intersection here, notice how there's no traffic lights. And that's just because of the size of the road. If we were to use like the 3-lane one-ways, or even these 2-lane, 4-lane roads, it will cause there's going to be all kinds of traffic lights, and they really suck. Traffic lights are horrible. We want to avoid those as much as possible. Now, there's probably going to be plenty of people who are going to miss my old circular designs, but I want to explain why this is the way we're going to do this as soon as I finish building it. So there's that. I think we need to go even further. Let's just make it quick. This is Grid Building Simulator 2015. So, yeah, I mentioned there was a patch, I believe, which has somehow affected traffic. I really still am hoping for a VSync patch, so we stop having issues with VSync. Almost done. And we'll be out of money completely soon. The game's like, hey, you should maybe build, like, residential zoning. What do you think? And this is going to be like one city unit. That's it. And the idea behind it is that if we don't actually have access to any services yet, but if we were to build the services in this center spot, what's great is they fit. So you can put like a university here, you could put a hospital in here, and then because of the way that there's no one-way streets right now, even if we did like one-ways like in a circle around here, or like in another loop going the opposite direction in the interior, the services will affect this entire region. Alternatively, if we put a park in the center, it affects the entire region. So it's a lot more focused on like handling services, handling beautification and land value and that whole thing. And I think it'll serve us a little bit better. Now, here's the thing. Notice how we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 intersections on the side, 1, 2, 3, 4 intersections on the side, 1, 2, 3, 4 intersections on the side. That is intended because what we're going to do is we're going to have a highway on-ramp right to there. So we're just going to actually, this is going to be expensive, but we're going to eventually we'll be able to build a highway. For now we can't, so we'll just kind of bring you over to here. I guess we'll just do it straight to there for now, temporary. But what we would do is we're going to have a highway on-ramp here, highway exit here, and just use highway directly to the city grid. Same thing here, in, out, and in, out. And that should allow lots of traffic to leave. It's not going to have to go through a primary path one way or the other. It's going to have exits in all 4 directions. And I think it will serve us quite well. So hopefully we have enough money that we can actually like get the city started from here. Because I did build a lot at first. So we need to find... Oh, of course I built it right where all the good power is. Seems fine. I believe we can get some decent power over here. 6 is actually quite bad. 6 out of 8. Yeah, this is really unfortunate, actually. We don't want to build these near the city because they're going to cause a lot of noise pollution. Looks like we're going to have to settle for 6, which is horrible. Well, eventually we'll buy more territory. We'll be able to use these things to better effect. So we'll start with 1. Get some water and power going. Water comes out. Poop goes back in. It's delicious. You're going to like it. And then what we will do is... see, how many do you think it'll take to actually cover this city? Probably just 3. Hey, we got a new subscriber. Thanks for joining Team Subscriber. His name is Mazoravapalma. Mazoravapalma. That's right, you heard me. Welcome to the team. Your services are welcome. And I am totally, completely out of money. Of course I am. Well, if we sell roads, we actually do get some money back, so we might just have to do that. We'll have to scrap some of our roads. You get most of your money back. We didn't really want to build there anyway. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So we're going to start off with, this is again going to be pretty much just solely residential and commercial. We're we're not going to put any industry here at all. So let's start with that. Let's see if we can just get started. Are you actually going to connect? I hope you do. Yes, it did. Power's running? Power's running? Power's running? Yes, power's running. And we have people moving in. Yay! Yeah, I wonder who's buying these roads. Why you actually get a refund on roads is kind of curious. So we're losing money, but we're going to get some citizens in soon, and I am going to have to rebuild those roads at some point. We'll play on speed 2. Blackjack and hookers, hell yeah. What about circles? Well, circles are a part of the past now. They're not as efficient for services. At least the way that I had done them before with the one-way thing in the center. It just didn't work very well. This is a nice song. Flybyno is the composer, and it's the song Wizard Stones, made, I believe this is part of Endless Legend. Still quite a high demand for residentials. We'll add a few more. Circles are nice. They do look pretty, but they're not as efficient. There's a reason why a lot of big cities in real life, you notice this where they'll have like the numbered streets and they're grid based for a reason. In smaller cities, you can probably afford to get away with curved roads, but grids get you maximum frontage. They get you maximum service usage. That whole thing. And we don't want to designate this entire region commercial, I think, but we can make like part of it commercial. Get a little bit of commercial going, a corner store or something. Now for industry, I think we're going to want to create like a smaller type of unit that maybe we can get away with. Oh, you know what we can do to save a little bit of money, for now at least, is lower the water spending. But we need the power. And the power is probably almost... Yeah, we're already at 33% of our capacity. You're complaining about sewage, yet the water is connected. I think that you just hadn't tried to do it yet, and now it is connected, so we're good. Yeah. So we're negative monies. That's not good. They demand industry. I'll tell you what we will do for now. We need a little bit of industry just to, like, get some money going. So, it's gonna go, like, here. And we're gonna have to connect power, and I don't have any money. Sell some more roads! Are we not getting the money back? Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, so you don't get the money back all the time. It's only if it's recently been placed. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. So I just wasted a whole bunch of money. Okay. Interesting. Well, we need some funding, please. I agree. Amplitude Studios does make great music. Most of it's composed by Flybyno, which I don't think that's in-house. I'm pretty sure they hire that out. So how are we going to get our budget back in order? I do this almost every time I start playing. Power. Can't cut power. That would be silly. We're just going to have to wait. Let's just go speed 3 until we get our... I mean, people are moving in slowly. So we're almost breaking even. Yeah, we're just going to have to wait. As enough people move in, we'll start making a profit. It'd be nice if we could actually make taxes off of that stuff by, you know, providing them with power and water. They're going to start to get really antsy soon if we don't actually make a profit. We'll designate a little bit more residential, even though they don't want it yet. When in doubt, don't build big. Build slow. City's broke, change the name to Detroit. We almost have positive money. Give it a few more weeks. Blackjack and hookers is starting off fairly weak. You can't build when you have no money, can you? I didn't think so. And yet people are still moving in. Well, that's nice. They're starting to get really upset about the lack of power. Hey, we can build power lines. So if I build like a power line to here, it's 280. I need 280 ducats. Give me 280. 280. Going once. Going so. Hey, sold! Here's your power. Alright. Pipe. I need 880. My goodness, that's expensive. Maybe we can get by with like 600. Yes, we use ducats in blackjack and hookers because we're old-fashioned. The water main's just gonna creep along a couple tiles at a time. Now we have power issues. Because we have grown. We've grown a bit. Now we need 6,000 ducats. But, fortunately, I think we only need to reach, like, yeah, 500 people. We'll get a little infusion of cash. We can use that to buy another windmill. Or a wind turbine, as they're called. And, of course, yes, we are going to be using nothing but wind turbines because they're stupidly OP. And that's just what we're going to use. We're actually making some money. And more demand for industry. I know you're upset about a lack of power. You know what? It happens. If you give me all your money, I'll build a wind turbine. How's that sound? I guess temporarily we could overspend on it and get a little bit more power out of you. That's 8 megawatts. Our consumption is at 8 and we are producing 7-ish. It says 8 here, but then here it says 7, so who knows? Who knows what the number really is? Alright, there's our little hamlet. Nice. Alright, let's get a second one of these guys going. We're gonna have to probably keep overspending on electricity on the budget because, I mean, I don't know. We just don't have very good wind power right now. It's not very efficient though. I guess I really would prefer to not have to do that. Let's see how long we can get away with not doing that. And of course we need more industry. Oh no, that's not what I want. This is all temporary industry. We'll end up creating an industrial area soon enough that'll be isolated from this city grid. And now that we have some money, I'm actually just gonna... I want these roads. I want them back. I don't care how expensive they are. I need them. They make me happy. I mean, that's not true. I do care how expensive they are. I would just prefer to have them. You know? Alright, there's our layout. So, let's go ahead and do this. We got some more demand for some commercial. We will add some more commercial here. No, let's just make these full commercial districts, or blocks. We'll add another residential block there. And now in the center blocks where we're going to start adding in the town services. So we're not going to put garbage there, but we will certainly put a medical clinic, if we can ever afford it. I feel like the colors are different now than they were in the previous patch. Did they change something about the colors? They could have. It's quite possible. So, garbage is going to be the first thing they start to complain about. And garbage we will want to have isolated from the city, but again, I don't really have access to enough funding to really kind of build it the way I'd prefer. Apparently industry does not like having a garbage dump right next to them. Well, you know, it happens. What is this, EU4 or CK2? I think this is CK2 music. Pretty sure. They did actually change the colors. I thought so. They look different to me. It's more clear. It's more blue, you know? Color variation tweaking. Did they modify some of the, when you place these, it was so bright you couldn't even see them. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my goodness, it's so blue now. It used to be like white, you could barely see anything. Now you can actually see. Oh my god, it's so easy, so much easier to see than it used to be. Good work. Colossal Order. I like them. They're friendly people. Okay, we have a huge demand for residential. Let's go ahead and give them some more residential zoning. We'll put this stuff... We're going to leave that center tile empty. But we'll give lots of residential zoning. And looking at traffic, I really don't think we're going to have issues with traffic. We'll see. I still have zero clue how to use buses, but we'll get there when we get there. So... Okay, alright, well, I am going to take a break here. If you're watching this on the stream, just keep in mind that I'm just taking a break for the YouTube cut. I'm not going anywhere, but if you're watching this on YouTube, I will see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.